Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to access values of a dictionary using GET method. So in dictionary, we have different methods to access the dictionary values. So in this, one of the method is accessing values using GET method. So what is GET method? So if you access directly, it will raise a key error if the key is not in the dictionary. So which can interrupt program flow. So in this video, trying to differentiate between two methods. So one is direct access method and dict.get method. So in direct access method, so if a key is not available in the dictionary, then it will throw you error like key error. And at the for same scenario, if you use dictionary.get method, it is always safe. Even though key is not available, it won't break your program when keys are missing. So it will give you none as the output. Either it will give you none, or if you pass some default value, it will give you that default value. So we'll see the syntax. So dict underscore name. So that is dictionary. This is a dictionary name and dot get method. And get method, you need to pass two values. So one is key and value. So you can write the syntax in different ways. First one is key. This one we can call as either value or default value. So in this dict underscore name is the name of the dictionary. Name of the dictionary you want to access. And here key. Key is a mandatory parameter. You want to access the value for particular key. And return value from get. So if you use this particular syntax, what you will get return is the value for the specified key if the key is in dictionary. Suppose you mention any one name of the key, if that particular key is available in dictionary, then the value it will give you as the output. The relevant value it will give you the output. In case the key is not found, and value is not specified, then you will get none as the output. So in case key is not found and value is specified, then you will get output as value. So here value means this one. So either you can say value or default value. So that means one key value I'm providing if that key value is not found in the dictionary. So both the cases is not found. And here a difference is, suppose if you're not providing this default value, then these two different outputs you will get. So now we'll see with examples what it means. So first one is key exist. So key exist means here I created one dictionary. So this is my dictionary. So starting and ending with flower bracket. And inside that I have three key value pairs. My key names are brand, model, year. And values are BMW M5 1964. So in this, what I'm doing is car dot get. So car is my dictionary name and dot here I'm using get method. And get method, and what I'm checking here is I'm passing model. So this first parameter is the key name. If you see dictionary, key comma value. So here we have key comma value or key comma default value. So this is optional parameter. So since optional parameter, here I given only key parameter. So that is model. So this get method, what it does is it will go to this key and it will give you output as that relevant value. So that's why we're getting M5. So you can define your code either of the way. So this car.get model, I define to one variable X and I'm printing that. So instead of these two, you can directly print this one. Inside print car.get model. So that relevant value is printing here. So scenario is key exists. So here inside get, I given key and that key is available. Next, key does not exist. So key does not exist and I'm not defining default value. So what it means, so this is my dictionary and here I mentioned that key does not exist. So that means no default value mentioned. So that means if you see this line of code, car is my dictionary name and here I'm using get method and my key is price. My key name is price. But if you see here, we don't have that particular key here in this dictionary. So that is the meaning key does not exist in this dictionary. And on top of that, I'm not passing default value here. If you see syntax, what is there? Dict underscore name dot get key comma default value. So since this is optional, I'm not passed here. So here two conditions. So one is key does not exist and I'm not passed default value. So for this scenario, what it gives output is none. Okay, so even though key is not available in this dictionary, it giving you none instead of throwing error. So that is the advantage of get using get method. So same thing, it is mentioned here. So if the key is not found, so that means in our case, key, whatever I mentioned key that is not there in dictionary and I'm not specified default value also. And what we are getting output is none. So that is this scenario. So next one is key does not exist and with the default specified. So in this case, this same code, same dictionary, and what is here changes car.get and my key is price. See here, key does not exist. So that is the meaning, key does not exist. So same thing I mentioned here, key does not exist and I given default value here. Default value as 15,000. So that is meaning with default specified. So now what it will give you output? It giving output as this value. So whatever I define default value, that I'm getting here. Why? Because this key price is not in this, does not exist. And since does not exist, instead of throwing none, I'm mentioning 15,000. Or you can mention, instead of 15,000, you can mention that not available. So then it will give you not available here output. So this scenario, it is mentioned, this one, last one. So here key is not found. And that means key does not exist in dictionary. And I mentioned the value. Default value I mentioned in the syntax. So what you will get output? Value. So that default value you will get output. So now three scenarios we discussed. Now we'll go to one more scenario. Get inside an if condition. So this works only if key exists. If value is not none or zero, value is not none, zero or false. So what it mean? So in this condition, I given if condition. So this line of code I kept in if condition. So car is my dictionary. I'm using get method and I'm passing key as the model. And if you see here, we have model here. So since model is available, it will give you output as M5. And here, what I'm trying here, since this if condition is satisfied, here I given print like model exist. So that means this model is exist. Okay, so now one more use case we'll see. So here what I did, I created one dictionary here. So my dictionary name is department and here I have three key value pairs. Okay, so this is second and this is third. So here what I'm trying to do is in print statement, I'm trying to print the name of the department or name of the person. So department is my dictionary. On top of that, I'm using dot get method. And here I'm passing key as name. So this for this particular key, what is the value? Harish. So we'll get name as Harish. Next, age. So department dot get and I'm passing key as age. So key is available and for this key, what is the value? 30. So age is 30. Why it printing none? Okay, so why it printing none is here A is capital and here I passed this is small a, lowercase a. So what I will do, I will try to change to capital letter A. Otherwise, I will write both the cases. So if I try to print this one, so here you will get two age outputs. So one is lowercase. See, first one is lowercase age. We are getting none because this age, lowercase age key is not available in this. So that's why we're getting none. And if you come to here, department dot get and my key is age. So this age is available and it giving you output as 30. So this age is 30. Next, if you come to this one, department dot get and I'm passing key as salary. So for this particular key, what is the value? 50,000. So my salary 50,000. So next condition is, so as of now, I passed only key here and for all these scenarios, keys are available in this dictionary. Now what I'm doing, I'm passing the key. That particular key does not exist in dictionary and additionally, I'm not provided default value. So that means my dictionary is department and here I'm using get method and inside get method I'm passing key as marketing. See here we don't have key in this dictionary. So first thing is key does not exist in this dictionary and on top of that I'm not added default value here. So for this condition what we'll get? Marketing none will get output. So next scenario is value is provided. So that means the default value is provided. So department dot get method, and my key is marketing, and my key does not exist in this dictionary. And additionally, I given my default value as NA. So since I provided NA, I will get marketing as NA. Okay, so next one more method. See, this is by using get method. And if you see initially, we discussed about one more method, that is direct access. So this one, direct access. So first one is direct access. Second one is get method. So in direct access method, what will happen? It will raise error if the key is not in the dictionary. So now we'll see this method. So if you see here using square bracket, starting and ending square bracket. So results in key error. So that means department is my dictionary. Department is my dictionary name. So instead of get method, I am using square bracket method. So in square bracket, I am passing marketing. So since marketing, this is the key, this key does not exist in this dictionary. So in this method, what it does is it will throw error. See here, it is mentioning like key error marketing. If you expand this, see here, it throwing that while printing, it telling that marketing is the key error. So that means this particular key marketing does not exist in dictionary. So, but if you see the difference while using get method, so this is with get method. So in this get method, here also I passed marketing as the key. And since this key does not exist in this dictionary, but it not throwing error, instead of throwing error, it gave me none as the output. So that is the difference between get method and direct access method. In get method, it will give you none as the output. In direct access method, it will throw you error. So that's why it is mentioned, get method is the safer than direct access method. Since get method won't throw an error if the key is missing. So next scenario is, I have one dictionary, data underscore type underscore map. So in this, I have two key value pairs. And here what I'm passing is, I'm passing three variables. So one is column name amount as amount, column name sales as sales, existing type as string. So these three variables I defined. Now what I'm doing, first I'm calling this dictionary. On top of this dictionary, I'm using get method. And inside get method, I'm passing two values. So one is key. So key is this one, column name amount. So that is amount. So now my key is amount. So this amount is available in this dictionary. And additionally, what I given, existing underscore type. So existing underscore type, I am mentioning as string. Okay, so now what I will get output. Since my amount is available in this dictionary, get method, what it does is, it will print you relevant value. So what is relevant value? Long. So that means even though you mentioned default value, that default value as a string, since this key is available in this dictionary, that relevant value is printing here. And if you come to second case, this is my dictionary and I'm using get method here, and my key is column name sales. So here what is column name sales? The key value name is sales. Now this sales is not in this dictionary. So this key is not in this dictionary. On top of that, I define default value. So this default value as string. So now what it will print, since my key is not in this dictionary, it will print this default value. So this default value is string. So that we are getting here. So next scenario is looping with get method. So here I have one dictionary. This dictionary, I have two key value pairs. And on top of that, I mentioned one list here, list of elements. So these are all the key names, or you can say column names. So now what I'm doing here, I'm using for loop for call in columns. So columns means this list of elements, it will iterate one by one. So first it will pick serial number. Now after iterating, what it does, I given print statement and call. Call means this one, serial number, comma, and I given arrow mark. And on top of that, what I given dictionary name dot get and call. So call means from here we are getting this one first as serial number. So that is the key value. So that key value is available in this dictionary. And my default value I mentioned as string. So since this key value, that is serial number, is available in this dictionary, what it will print? It will print this relevant value. So that is integer. So what will get output? Serial number, arrow, and will get output as integer. So that we are getting here. Next, it will come to this iteration. It will pick second element, that is amount. So here now call is this amount. So amount arrow mark, data type map, that is my dictionary, dot get method. Now this call is this amount. So this amount also available in this dictionary. Even though you mentioned here default value, it will pick relevant value. So what is the relevant value? Long. So now for amount arrow mark, it will give you long. So that is this output. So next it will come to next iteration, it will pick this age. So now this call is age. So here age arrow mark dictionary dot get. Now call is age, and this age is not available in this dictionary. And we passed default value as string. So now what it does, this age arrow mark, it will print this default value, that is string. Why? Because this key means this age does not exist in this dictionary. So next scenario is get with none values. So I have one dictionary. In this dictionary, I have one key value pair. Key is timeout and value is none. So here what I'm doing, I'm trying to print config. Config is my dictionary name. And on top of that, I'm using get method. And here I'm passing two things. First one is key. Key is timeout. So timeout, this key timeout is available in this dictionary. And I passed here default value as 30. So since this key is available in this dictionary, it will print you none here. So even though default value is 30, so none is returned because the key is exist. So next use case is fix none issue using or condition. So here this code I'm changing little bit. So my config is my dictionary name. Here I'm using get method, and inside that I'm passing only key. So here I'm not passing my default value. So here my key is timeout. Key is timeout. Key is available. That relevant value is none. Relevant value is none. So this output what will get? None. So none or 30. So which one will get output? 30 will get. So this whole output is none. So none or 30. So we'll get output as 30. So that's all about this video on how to access values of dictionary keys using get method. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.